Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's go play some more of our Bob's mods with, well, let's play more Factorio with Bob's mods. There we go. Alright, so now we have the robots. Let's go ahead and get doing some robot-y type stuff. Let's get the basics in place. We need to get some chests built, which requires us to go pick up some more wood, apparently. I don't have any smart chests, because we don't have enough basic, we need basic circuit boards. Okay. Gotta get this factory producing more stuff. We don't have enough iron processing. We're not making enough circuitry. We just need more stuff. So let's get like 10 of these, 10 of these, 10 of these, and 10 of these. And then we'll be well on our way. Also, can we increase iron mining? That would require more basic circuit boards. So I really probably do need to go like load up Excel and mess around with my spreadsheets a little bit more to determine how much I like large mining drills versus large area mining drills. I do like the large area mining drills simply because they are easier to place. But based on the fact that the mining power works better technically, not only does it have more strength and speed, but it kind of penetrates those harder minerals a little bit better. I think that the large area mining drill is still very efficient and very convenient, but this one's definitely even more powerful than I thought. So why don't we see? Let's see. We got large area mining here, large area here, large area here, and here. These are actually too far apart. Why are they too far apart? You should be one more over. We'll just add in one more large area. So the idea is that it should be 1, 2, 3, 4 away, and then 4 away from that one as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a lot of people really like this resource thing. You can actually see how it's starting to change color, copper ore field. How much it has mined down from the original amount. So I should probably add more of those just so we can keep track of them. People like that kind of stuff anyway. Let's go add like the stone field. Of course, the stone mine, like we're not actually mining the whole area, so it's like our electric mining drill 2 turned off. Or no, the chest filled up. Let's just rotate the chest then. Or rotate the miner rather. Did I ever end up getting this thing working at like full steam? Like, are you guys... What's holding you back? Actually, it's copper. Yep, this last one's not getting enough copper to quite operate at full capacity. Which means that this one's probably copper starved. Or coil starved. Seems to be doing pretty well, but it could be better. And it comes down to smelting. We have more than enough mining capacity, we just need to smelt better. So... I know I was going to do robots. Let's go do robots. Let's get the robots up in the air, at least. Chop down some trees. You know what? We don't really need these cables running over here anymore, do we? Yeah, just deconstruct that. All that stuff. We lack construction robots. Okay, so what's it going to take to actually upgrade to a slightly better construction robot? Have we researched slightly better construction robots yet? We have not. Let's do that. Advanced logistics and construction robots. It only takes red and green science, and it's going to allow us to build the logistic and the construction robot Mark IIs. And these guys are actually really easy to make. They don't even take anything extra above and beyond what we are already creating. So we don't need to make any more advanced components, and we can already speed up our robots by a ton. If you compare the regular logistic robot, look at the energy consumption, 600 watts plus 1 kilojoule per meter. And then you look at what the Mark IIs will be able to do. They have 480 watts plus 800 joules per meter. So they have a lower energy consumption base, and they cost less per meter moved, so they can travel farther on the same charge. Makes them more efficient when they charge up. On top of that, the logistic robots on their own are just twice as fast as a default over the base robot. And that is multiplicative with the upgrades you can do that increase robot movement speed. And in fact, we already have logistic robot speed 1, which increased their movement speed by 35%. So they should be at like 1.35 times 2 is 2.7. So they should be 270% of the normal movement speed of a robot. Okay, these guys are just making nothing. You guys are just doing nothing because you have no circuit boards, because you have no tin plate. What happened to our tin plate production? Tin plate was coming from up here, and oh god, it ran out of fuel. That's rather silly. Be a good idea maybe to switch over to electric furnaces. Especially now that we have the solar panels everywhere. Beep, beep. More construction robots, please. Yeah, so they move twice as fast by default, and they can also carry twice as much by default. Now, regular construction robots, they are also, or the advanced construction robots are also going to be more, they're going to be faster, but instead of being quite as, like, efficient, I think that they have instead some upgrades to make them more robust. They have more health. So I'm going to just put some of this stuff away so I have more space in my inventory. Also, as I record this, like, it's pretty likely that there's going to be a major patch to the game in the next couple days, which I'm pretty excited about. I think it's going to wreck Bob's Mods, so I'll probably need to have 2 copies of Factorio installed so I can keep this campaign going. But 1.12 I think it is. Or maybe it's 1.13, I forget. It's a big, big patch. Alright, so this stuff is coming back down again. We got our advanced circuit production back online. We did end up with only 4 laser charges, which is not very much. We need more batteries. Alright, advanced logistic construction robots are done. Now we can do this next one, but now suddenly we need titanium plate, electronic logic boards, and more batteries. Compare that to this one, which is just aluminum plate, which we have, and electronic circuit boards, which we have. So let's just do like alien technology, get that out of the way. And now the fun begins, where we have to go and like track down all of our robots and upgrade them, which can be a little complicated, especially once they all start flying around everywhere. We are looking for here. So we need to go find some more batteries, pick up some aluminum plate. Aluminium. Aluminium. There's an ium. Whether you're British or not and it's aluminum or aluminium or whatever, I don't care. In the game it's aluminium. Aluminium. Aluminum. Aluminium. Whatever. Shut up. Doesn't matter. It's not important. Alright, we need to make some aluminum. Aluminium. So to make aluminium, I'm gonna try to alternate every single time back and forth between one and the other, just to piss off both groups equally. I'm wondering, actually, do we have the ability to make aluminium at the moment? I think I might need to research something. Either that or I'm just daft and I've already done this. I forget, I've played this quite a few times. A couple of these Bob's Mods Factorio factories. Nope, looks like we don't have the ability to make it just yet. And I just started doing alien technology, so we're kind of stuck for a few minutes. So what can we work on instead? I really don't want to work on anything else instead. Let's just do alien technology later. I want to do aluminum right now. There we go. Aluminium processing. Yeah. I don't care. I just want that. This is going to require alumina, and we're going to use, yeah. So aluminium plate requires alumina, carbon, and then this requires, to make alumina, we need sodium hydroxide and bauxite. So, do we have some bauxite stored up somewhere? I'm not sure. Or bauxite. I really don't know how you pronounce that. Aluminum is not something you just mine out of the ground. It's something we're going to create from bauxite. That looks like it could be bauxite. Need to get that construction range extended. We do not have the capacity to make any of the logistics expansion things yet. Alright, we got gold. More gold. What do we have up there? It's up here somewhere. Straight north. Ah. I have to leave this safety. There's some bauxite. Well, why don't we just throw down some more turrets over here? Except I got rid of all my ammo. I could just move these ones. That'd be pretty easy. Pick you up, pick you up, pick you up. It's only gonna put 10 rounds in them though. You can, there are command settings to like change it. I just don't really care. Probably not gonna do it. It's good enough. Let's get some electric mining drill, that one. And let's just mine this thing with reckless abandon. And get some serious stuff. Okay, so this is probably going to, holy crap, it's going to attract a lot of attention, as I was saying. Robots, bring me some walls, please. Actually, I'm way out of the, I'm way out of the construction range, so there's just no way that's going to happen, but, yeah, this maybe was a bad idea. Let's not mine so recklessly abandoned. But this will give us at least enough alumina that we can, maybe I can just, yeah, they're already, oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got 237 of it, that's enough. Let's go back to base and just turn that into some fancy pants robots. Also, we need more freaking lights. Alright, cool. Now let's do modular roboports. This is going to be what lets us have the logistics zone expander, robo charging point, and the large robot charging point. And robot antenna arrays, charging pads, a bunch of crap. Bunch of stuff that you're gonna like. Okay, so now that we have alumina, well, we have bauxite and we have that research done, we can now try to make aluminium plate. But first we need to turn our bauxite plus sodium hydroxide into alumina. So we conveniently have some of this crap right here. I'm going to call everything crap, you know that. Don't be surprised. Oh, that's right, we need a specialized furnace. So this stuff is made in one of the Bob's Mods furnaces, which we can do here, down here, where was it? Do we not have it yet? Crap. Can't do it yet. Gotta wait again. Oh, some crazy, and it's one of these. No, it's a specialized chemical furnace. Although we could use like the this chemical furnace. I'd really prefer to use one of the bigger ones. But for whatever, yeah, we'll just get started with this. Let's make some alumina. We'll throw in the stuff that it needs. Hey, apparently we're burning wood. Just get a little bit of alumina. And then we're going to take that alumina, and we're going to mix it together with what? To make the aluminum plate. Carbon. Carbon. Character logistics slots seems good. Carbon comes from coal. Isn't that what we're making like right here? Yeah, it's right next to us. Perfect. So I want to make some aluminum plate in an electrolyzer. Okay. Everything is so temporary. Whatever, we got aluminum plate. We can finally make some Logistic Robots Mark II. So let's do some Construction Robots Mark II first. We'll throw these things in outer space. Not outer space, but you know what I mean. We made a few of them. I don't want to craft any out of my pocket. Let's just upgrade the ones that we had. And then there's some that are still in here. Right, there's 11. Let's go deconstruct something so you can see the difference and how awesome they are. Damn construction range. Well, we have the ability to make the Logistic Expander Zone. To do that, we need some steel. Let's make our first Logistic Zone Expander Mark 1. Supply area 30 out of 30, construction area 60 out of 60. How does that measure up with a regular Roboport? Regular Roboport's 30 out of 30, 30 by 30, and 100 by 100. So, the Logistic Expander thing is smaller at the Mark 1 level, but it's also significantly different in price. It only charges one robot, and it has a internal buffer recharge rate of 500 kilowatts. I don't know how this shapes up when it comes to like comparing the cost to run it. But anyway, obviously it does exactly what you would expect. It just allows you to increase the size of the logistics network. And now it's a much smaller little thing. It's like having a tinier Roboport. So we're going to deconstruct this and watch the robots come out of there, and some of them are going to be a lot faster than others, and it's going to be cool. Oh crap, I got to throw them in the air, I forgot. Look at them go, they're so much faster. Yay! And again, if we compare them, these guys have 200 health. Regular ones have 100 health. Regular ones cost 600 plus 1 kilojoule. These ones cost 540 plus 900. So see, you can actually see they're more efficient than the regular version, but not quite as efficient as the Logistics Robot upgrade because they pack on the HP. The Logistic Robot Mark II has 150 health, where these guys have 100 health. So the construction robots get tankier. Look at, you can easily see the difference there. They get way tankier, which is really useful when it comes to frontline spitter type problems. So we're going to just grab some robots out of the air and upgrade them. Come here. Back here, you little bastards. It will become a pain in the ass to track them all down eventually. I'm not going to be able to upgrade them all. There will always be little robots with poor little broken wings flying around at slow speed. Makes them easy to pick out in a crowd. Alright, so we'll make this into a passive provider, even though it's way too far away. You require bauxite, so let's just start using the logistics stuff. We'll start getting it set up. You're going to request bauxite. And the other thing that you need is the sodium hydroxide. Let's make you into a passive provider. See if we can do another logistic expander thing. A few more of these robots and throw them up there. And of course we need more aluminum so we can upgrade the logistic robots as well. These things are so small. They fit. Nice, tight areas. Again, they only charge one rowboat though, so we're going to end up needing to make these rowboat charging stations. This is a 2x2 and this is a 3x3. Compare that to like the actual Roboport, which is 4x4. This thing's much smaller, charges 4 robots. This one charges 9 robots. And you can also make this thing called a robo chest. I don't really know what the difference is between a robo chest. I don't know. I don't really know what the point of it is. It doesn't store stuff like the logistics system does. And I don't know. And there's also there's a Roboport Mark II, which just has a larger area. I mean, it's the same thing as a Roboport, but bigger. So again, I still don't really quite know what the purpose of the robo chest is. I'm sure someone will be able to fill me in. It is the same thing as a very, very small supply and construction area. It does not provide a general network. Maybe that's the difference. Maybe it's just cheaper in circuitry or something if you actually added up all the costs. And it relies on these other things to create the network. I don't know. But the Roboport Mark II is pretty damn badass. And it's also quite cheap to make. Just steel and we can upgrade quite easily to this if we just go pick up some more steel. So let's go do that real quick. That'll probably be the last thing I do in this video, and then we'll take a short break. Let's throw out our faster robots. Need steel. Looks like our iron production is good. We could probably push back the defense grid now that we have our construction robots up and running. There should be a button you can press to just show the logistic network instead of having a mouse over it. So yeah, you can see the much larger square that comes from this guy. And when we throw down the larger RoboPort, it's going to be significantly bigger because it actually does double it. Again, this one was, what, 50 by 100? Yeah, 50 and 100. And this guy is going to be 100 by 200. I love upgrades. Upgrades are fun. We're going to want more of those. Maybe not more RoboPorts, but definitely some more logistic expander zones. Probably a couple robo charging stations. Let's pick up some steel. We're going to end up using these things no matter what, so. Alright, let's upgrade. RoboPort Mark II. Look at the area on this bad boy. Look at the construction range, just billows out in all directions. Bam. It also apparently holds a lot more stuff. Regular RoboPort has a storage capacity of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very nice. Also, maybe the Robo Chest thing has better storage for robots. That could be it. Let's make one and just find out. Alright, we have it. Let's throw you down. It's this little chest thing. And yeah, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 slots. Only 5 repair slots. This one has way more repair slots. It's just different. Robot recharge rate 1 at 200 kilowatts. Internal buffer recharge rate 300 kilowatts. Transmission 10 kilowatts. Transmission 10 kilowatts. Transmission 400 kilowatts. Okay, so 10 kilowatts is like nothing. 400 kilowatts is sizable. So I guess the difference between them then would be that the actual cost for a robo chest is that it doesn't actually cost much to have in the network. Having a whole bunch of roboports costs a metric crap ton of power. But these chests are just boxes in the ground for the robots to sleep in, but they don't charge into them very well. Recharge rate's 1 at 200 kilowatts. This thing has 4 by 500 kilowatts. So, makes some sense. I could see. Yeah, sure. Let's get logistic robot cargo size. We can start getting the robots building stuff for us now as well. So, first off, let's clear out the rest of these useless trees. This stupid carbon. And we'll end up probably recycling the carbon. Also, we can probably add some more land in the center here. We can actually use robots to do that. If I wanted to, I could probably do this. I could take the landfill thing. I need to actually create some landfill. Let's just, we'll just set up our very first little thing making landfill. You're gonna make regular landfill. And it begins. The in-chest, out-chest thing. It's okay. I don't care. It's still Bob's Mod. It's still really cool. Even if it is a little bit different. You're going to request regular stone. And passive provider chest, we'll just put a cap on it. I need some iron, I need some steel, I need copper, you know, all the basics, basically. Yeah, look at that. We don't even have inserter stack size bonus. But now, if I wanted to take like one of these things, I can just queue them up with shift click. I think the robots will be able to do this. Please don't crash my game. I'm going to save it just in case. You never know. It might have some serious issues. I cannot shift-click. You cannot use a ghost imprint, so I got to do it myself. But there was a thing you can do. Yeah, with Water Be Gone, fills bodies of water using landfills from your inventory. So we'll just get a whole bunch of these things. And it will just do its best. So if I use the Water Be Gone here, insufficient landfills to fill water body requires 974 or 244. So I just need, you know, a bunch of these things to make this whole thing of water go away. That's probably a bit ambitious. Why don't we start with just like getting rid of some of the... If we do that, and now we try to use Water Be Gone. Now it's only 216. It's much more manageable. It's just this water goes way down. But if we clear this area out, we'll have a whole bunch of space right in the center near the Roboport. I feel like this thing should just automatically try to fill in whatever it can. Alright, so let's go ahead and let it make like a whole bunch of this stuff. In fact, I'm gonna go like this, and we'll move you down by 1. And we'll make up for the fact that we don't have stack size bonus by just having twice as many. Robots everywhere! Next thing, of course, is going to be to get robots making robots, so that we can put robots in our robots while we're making robots. Need some aluminum. Let's request aluminum plate. That way we can continue to make our robots. This is part of the reason why I wanted to get the electrical chests, so we don't have to deal with this. Not electrical chests, sorry, electric, what do you call it? Electronic furnaces. We have no blue science because we have no electronic circuit boards because we don't have requester chests set up here yet. You need to request the electronic circuit boards. You can request not lithium-ion batteries, but regular batteries. And we're not making batteries either because you need to turn into a requester chest and request iron. And copper. And sulfur. And we'll just throw the iron in there ourselves. Alright, cool. Well, this ended up being kind of a longer video than expected. This is definitely slowing down logistic cargo speed. Let's see if we can maybe do some of this. So does it actually try to do it, or does it just say no? It just says no. Can't do that. Still, it's very, very handy being able to get rid of this nasty water. It's just in our way. Plenty more space to build stuff. Like that is just so annoying having that there. Like, ruins so many different things that you could be building. You know? Beautiful. Looks great. Spectacular. Also, we should probably create a blueprint for solar panels. Start throwing them everywhere. And they're going to be lacking, I think, these guys. So, yeah, okay, if I can just focus, I'm going to be able to make this thing start to really take off. It took me a long time to get the robots started, but that's because it's Bob's mods. But now we're there. Let's turn these into a provider. Look at me, just look at the size of this freaking robo network. Like, these don't even need to be here anymore. What's the transmission on these? 100 kilowatts. So yeah, the chest is cheap as dirt when it comes to power usage. And the robot charging points are also cheap as dirt. They cost nothing at all, except for when they're doing an internal buffer recharge. They draw power like crazy, but they only use it when they're charging up robots. So if we used a combination of robo chests and large roboport like charging points, and then extended the network using logistic expander zones, then this is like everything all inclusive, and this lets you really make the network big without having to use too much power. Especially if we upgrade to the higher versions of it. Alright, cool. Well, I gotta take a break here. I'll see you again in the next one. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.